football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Mike, 55. Right there.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the lot. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Able to find Pryor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up, keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On play action, Lance. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lance looks to throw again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here. I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure. Touchdown! Darren Waller. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field. And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Yeah, he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers being chased out left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Right.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Lance. He'll dump this off to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to work. The 40. The 20.
Woo! Give me
Touchdown, LA. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And Lance's throw complete here to Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 28 yards. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash.
To throw again on second down. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Lance. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Lance. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Rodgers' throw here into the hands of Harry. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going up top for Kupp. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 31, Lance. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Shaquille Barrett. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Lance going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Lance again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Rodgers. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On play action, now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
On play action, Lance.
And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lance now on 1st down.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Taylor runs through the contact. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Cook. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Lance now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Working from the gun, Lance. Pryor has it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
Second and 3 at the 24-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Rams are on to next week as we say so long, everybody.